Welcome students, and this is Future Guide Academy. And today, for those that are in senior classes, I'm your tutor, Mr. Barry K. In chemistry, we have a very interesting topic, which is metals. You've come across it starting from grade 10, 11, as now you're in grade 4, looking at metals. Now, as we begin, what are metals, as well as how can we identify that this one is a metal or this one is not a metal? Now, simply put, metals, these are elements that are effective conductors of electricity as well as heat, and as well at all times they form cations, meaning they become positively charged. Now, let's write that definition. We are saying these are elements that are effective conductors of what? Electricity, one, and heat. We are saying these are effective conductors of electricity as well as what? Heat. Now, where do we find them on the periodic table? On the periodic table, we find the metals on the left-hand side. On the periodic table. So on the left hand side, that's where you're going to find different metals with different properties. Now, let's have some examples of metals before we look at their properties. Examples of metals. Do you know any? We have got sodium, this one, which is Na. We've got calcium, which is Ca. We also have got other metals such as copper, which is Cu. We also have got iron, which is Fe. All these are metals, examples of metals that we find on the periodic table. So if they ask you to give examples of metals, you can pick on, there are a number of metals that we find on the periodic table. But for now, let's look at properties of metals. Under properties, we are going to look at physical properties as well as chemical properties. Physical, meaning how can you identify something just looking at it? How can you know to say this one is a metal, this one is not a metal? Chemical, when they are reacting with others, what happens with metals? So we are saying we look at properties. So the first one, we are looking at physical. The first one, we are saying they have high boiling and melting point. You identify an element by looking at its boiling as well as the melting point. They have got high as well as boiling as well as melting points. What is the other thing? We are saying all metals are good conductors. Good conductors of electricity. and heat. Good conductors of electricity as well as heat. Another property we are saying, metals are malleable. Metals are malleable. Now, what do we mean when we say malleable? For metals, when you get them, heat them, you can turn them into iron sheets, meaning it's possible to change the shape of the metal after heating. That is why different metals, we use them to make iron sheets for the roofing of different houses that we have today. The property that causes that is because metals are what? Malleable. What is the other property? We are saying metals are ductile. Metals are ductile. What do we mean? What we mean is that it's possible to turn metals into thin wires. That property that causes metals to be turned into thin wires is its ductility, because they are ductile. You get a metal, heat it, you come up with different wires. As a result, that is how metals are made, because they are ductile. The arrangement of particles in a metal. Particles in a metal, they are arranged in rows, meaning how are those particles? Particles are arranged in what? Rows. If this is a metal, this is how particles are arranged. And we know to say most of these are solids. As a result, their particles do not move. They only do what? Vibrate. So that's the property of a metal. Particles are arranged in rows so that when heat touches this one will be transferred to move to different other parts. This one will vibrate and heat will move. That's how metals are made. And these are the major physical properties of metals. Now, what if metals are reacting with other metals? What happens? Let's look at chemical properties. Chemical properties. 1. Metals, when they react with a non-metal, they always lose what? Electrons. We are saying metals lose electrons when they are not stable. When they are not what? Stable. So meaning when these metals are not stable, they are going to lose out the outside electrons. In the outer shell, those electrons will be lost. As a result, they will gain stability. Another property is that metals react with water. Metals react with water to form a metal hydroxide. A metal hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Get that point. Whenever metals react with water, they will form a metal hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. Example, we get sodium Na plus H2O. What are we going to have? Sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. This one is a solid, this one is a liquid, this one is in aqueous, and this one is a gas. That's how it goes. So we are saying a metal reacts with water to form what? A metal hydroxide and a hydrogen gas. Now, we are saying reactivity of a metal depends on the material or elements. Meaning, other elements are more reactive under metals as compared to others. Other elements are more reactive under metals as compared to others. So in an equation, you are going to find that reactive metals will always replace those that are non-reactive. As a result, you'll be able to know how these work. Now, today we have looked at these properties. Next time, we want to look at one after the other, different metals, starting with iron, zinc, and others, from how they are extracted as well as their uses, and different ways on how we can balance up under metals. Keep following. Thank you very much for